Now we shall have extempore speech of Class 5 on the topic natural disaster, and I would like to call Ifam Junaid of Campus 1.
A very good afternoon to respected principal, my teachers, and everyone present here. I am Ifam Junaid Khan of Class 5 Section A representing Astronaut House. Today I am going to talk about a hurricane disaster. Now let us know what is a hurricane. A hurricane is a tropical storm with wind that have reached a constant speed of 74 miles per hour. Threats from hurricane include storm, high wind, heavy rainfall, tornado, etc. This natural disaster can not only result in property damages but also many lives lost and injured. It does not affect people living along the coast and hundreds of miles from the shore. It can cost millions of dollars in repairing done by hurricane. The Department of Disaster Management manages and control all the damage done by hurricane. Now, what will we do if this disaster occurs? There are some steps that we can do if this disaster occurs in our state. They are to arrange emergency food, water supply, medicine supply, to power sources such as flashlights, safety and personal items, important documents, and emergency helpline number. Suppose if this disaster occurs in our state, then what will we do? Well, we should avoid going out of our house. We should not stand under a tree because there is a high risk of lightning, and people should not drive vehicles during hurricane. That's all. These are some information about hurricane. Now I hope my speech was helpful and informative to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Junaid. Now I would like to call MD Faiz Khan from Campus 1 on the stage.
A very good afternoon to respected principals, my dear teachers, and all of us present here. I am Faiz of Class 5A Campus 1 representing Mountaineer House. Today, I am very thankful for giving me such an opportunity to speak about my thought on volcanic eruption. There are many types of natural disaster, out of which I will talk about one, which is volcanic eruption. Now, let us know what is a volcano. A volcano is an opening in the crust of the earth through which molten rock material or magma comes out. You must have heard about the word lava. What is lava? When this magma erupts and flows on the surface, it is called lava. Hot gases or ash also comes with magma. This causes air pollution and destruction of lands. There are mainly three types of eruptions. The first one is the magmatic eruption, and the second one is the phreatomagmatic eruption, and the last one is the phreatic eruption. Now, you must be thinking of how does this volcano erupt. A volcanic eruption is caused by the pressure which builds up in a gas that forms into magma. Under the surface of the earth, hot magma in the volcano needs to escape. It erupts with a great force through the opening and reaches Earth's surface. Since this disaster occurs naturally and cannot be stopped, there are some ways to prevent it. Firstly, staying away from the volcanic-prone areas, closing our doors and windows to prevent it from asphalt, and by following any evacuation orders issued by authorities. This disaster damages the surrounding vegetation, etc. In order to restore some of the damages, people living in that area and the government should take up some precautionary measures like listen to radio or TV for updated information, move to a safer place, stay away from lava, remain inside your home until the officials declare it is safe to live. I believe that my speech on volcanic eruption was helpful and informative to everyone present here. That's all I wind up my speech. Thank you all and have a wonderful KIDZ Project Day.
Thank you, Faiz. Now I would like to call Salam Lingjantoibi from Campus 1 on the stage.
Good morning, everyone. Respected principal, teacher, parents, and my friends. I am Salam Lingjantoibi Sanu of Class 5, Section A, Roll Number 3, Campus 1. Today I am going to speak about natural disaster in floods. Flood is one of the natural disasters and most risky. It happens when too much water is collected in any area It also happened because of heavy rain. It caused death to both plant, animals, and also human beings. Floods affect socially, economically, and environmentally. The effect of floods is include soil and damage, bank erosion, bed erosion, landslide. It pollutes drinking water systems and damage homes, buildings, and roads. So to prevent from floods, we have to plant more trees. Construction of dams, reservoirs to store Thank you.
Now I would like to call Gracia Salam from Campus 1 on the stage.
Good afternoon to the respected principal, teachers, and my dear friends. I am Gracia Salam of Class 5, Section B, Campus 1 of Astronaut House. Today, I'll talk about disaster. There are two types of disaster. They are natural disaster and man-made disaster. Today, I would like to talk about one of the natural disaster, which is drought. So, do you know what is drought? I will talk about drought. Drought is a prolonged period of dry weather that leads to water scarcity and shortage. It is a natural phenomenon caused by deforestation, global warming, and inadequate surface water. It has severe impact on the lives of the people living in the affected areas. It also has a serious impact on health, agriculture, economies, energy, in the environment. In India, there are a lot of chronic drought-affected regions. They include the West Rajasthan and the Kutch regions of Gujarat. The main factor for this is the geographical location of this area. Droughts refer to conditions when particular regions face scarcity of water because of low or no rainfall. Droughts that happen in India can be broadly divided into two categories. They are severe and general droughts. Droughts are severe when rainfall in an area is below 50% of the average rainfall. Drought disrupts the day-to-day life of the people and has a widespread impact on various sectors. So, what are the measures you and I can take to fight this disaster? In order to prevent drought, we should spread awareness and control this problem. And the government must run campaigns stating the benefits of rainwater harvesting, planting more trees, and other measures that the general public can take to fight drought. Everyone should contribute their bit to control this problem. I hope this speech was beneficial to each and everyone present here. And I hope everyone start rainwater harvesting, planting more trees for future use. Thank you all and have a nice day.
Thank you, Gracia. Now I would like to call Abdul Quakar of Campus 1.
Very good afternoon to the respected principal, headmaster, headmistress, my teacher, and to all who are present here today. I am Abdul Wakar from Class 5, Section B, Campus 1 of Mountaineer House. I would like to talk about a natural disaster, but before that I want to share something of a disaster. So, what is a disaster? A major incident when causes a great loss of life and property at a particular place is called a disaster. Disaster can be of two types. One is natural and man-made. Disaster like flood, earthquake, cyclone, and drought are natural disaster, and fire, war, famine are man-made disaster. The natural disaster which I will talk about is landslide. What is landslide? Landslides are a natural phenomenon that occurs when soil, rock, or other materials on a slope or hillside becomes unstable and move downhill rapidly. Landslide can be triggered by various factors such as heavy rainfall, earthquake, and human activities. The landslide causes soil erosion, damage, block, and damaged bridges and houses. The, the landslide can result in loss of uh, lives and property damage and infrastructure. Tree and forests play important roles in reducing risks through
Time's up.
various. Thank you.
I would like to call Kaisa Malanganba from Campus 1.
A very good afternoon to the respected principal, headmaster, headmistress, my lovely teachers, and all who are present here. I'm Krishna Malangamba of Class 5, Section B, Campus 1, representing Olympian House. I would like to talk about disaster. Now, there are two types of disaster. One is natural and one is man-made. But today, I'll talk about the natural disaster. Now, what is natural disaster? Let us know about this. Natural disasters are the natural events that cause the loss of life and property. There are many kinds of natural disasters, out of which I'll talk about tsunami. Now what is tsunami? Tsunami are the giant waves that is caused by an earthquake or volcanic eruption under the sea. Out in the depth of the ocean, tsunami waves do not dramatically increase in height, but as the waves travel inland, they develop into higher and higher height as the depth of the ocean decreases. Tsunami cannot be prevented, but however, there are ways to help stop people dying from a tsunami. International and region warning system, especially for the Pacific Ocean, issue alert before the wave reaches the shore. Because an earthquake that caused the tsunami can be felt before the waves gets to the shore, people can be warned to go somewhere safe. I would like to share some tips that you can follow when this disaster comes. They are to escape a tsunami, go as high and as far you can, ideally to a spot of 100 feet above the sea level. Avoid staying in the building within several hundred feet of coastline. If you can see the wave, you are too close for danger. I hope my speech on tsunami gave you some ideas what to be done if disaster occurs. Thank you.
Thank you, Malanganba. Next, I would like to call Laipuram Malanganba from Campus 2.
Good morning, respected sir, madam, miss, and all the parents. I am Malangan Bakuman of Class 5, representing Mountain House from Campus 2. Today, I stand before you to address a topic of utmost importance that affects our world. Beyond our control, natural disaster. I am here to share some points about natural disaster, that is cyclone. A cyclone is a powerful atmospheric phenomenon characterized by low pressure at its center. It is accompanied by strong winds and heavy rainfall. Cyclones are natural disasters that can cause extensive damage to coastal areas and islands regions. This storm can result in devastating effects, including flooding due to heavy rainfall, destructions of buildings and infrastructure from strong winds, and storm surge that inundate coastal regions. Lastly, cyclones are formidable natural phenomena as we advance in our understanding of these storms. Global corporations are essential to mitigate their destruction's impact and protect the lives and the livelihood of those in their path. That's all. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, Malanganba. Now, I would like to call Pisang Punsipa Mangang from Campus 2.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for giving me these opportunities. Today, before I begin, allow me to introduce myself. I am Principal of Class 5, representing Astronaut House of Campus 2. Today, I am presenting about natural disaster, which is on earthquake. Earthquake is the sudden shaking of Earth's surface caused by tectonic movement are powerful natural phenomena with significant consequences. This seismic event result in the destruction of building infrastructure and landscape, causing loss of life and economic setback. Preparedness is crucial to minimize the impact of earthquake. Early warning system, public education, and reduced building code can save life and reduce damage. Additionally, international collaboration in disaster management can be improved response to earthquake, especially in vulnerable regions. In conclusion, earthquakes are the force of nature, while their occurrence cannot be prevented and proactive measures. Global cooperation are essential to mitigate their effects and protect life and infrastructure. Lastly, I will request you to follow preventive measures to save life as life is precious. With this, I will take a depart from yours. That's all. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Thank you, Principal. Now I would like to call Shira Kungunjam from Campus 2.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shira of Class 5, representing Olympian House of Campus 2. Today, I am very happy for getting this opportunity to speak and share about natural disaster, wildfire. Wildfire that spread rapidly to vegetation often fueled by dry conditions and strong winds. This natural disaster has significant ecological, economic, and social impact. Wildfires are typically ignited by lightning strikes, human activities like discarded cigarettes or campfire, or even deliberate acts. The instant heat generated by wildfire can cause immense damage to ecosystems, wildlife habitats, and even result in loss of human life. Effort to control wildfire involves the work of firefighters, air tankers, and ground crews. Lastly, wildfires are natural phenomena that can wreak havoc on our environment, and communities combating them require a combination of preventive measures, effective response strategies, and the global commitment to address the underlying factors that contribute to their occurrence. That's all. Thank you for your attention and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Sira. Now we shall have a speech on famous scientists by the class 7 students.
So, this was the end of extempore speech. The first position goes to MD Faiz Khan from Campus 1, belongs to Mountaineers House. Second position goes to Ifam Zunaid from Campus 1, belongs to Astronaut House. Third position goes to Shira Khumuzam from Campus 2, belongs to Olympian House. Please give them a big hand.
Next, I would like to call T. Messi Janu of Campus 1.
Good morning, my dear respected principal, teachers, and the parents present here. I'm Takalamba Messi Janu, representing the Astronaut House of Class 7A, Campus 1. We have heard many things about the famous scientists and their inventions in the world. Today, I am with one of the famous lady scientists who died due to a plastic pernicious anemia, which is a condition caused after years of exposure of radiation. She is none other than Madame Marie Curie, who invented radium, a rare and radioactive element of the alkaline earth series, and also polonium, which is highly radioactive element. Marie Curie was born in Warsaw, Poland in 1867. She was the youngest of the 5 children. In 1891, she moved to Paris, where she studied physics, chemistry, and math in the University of Paris. In 1893, Marie earned her first degree in physics and earned her second degree in 1894. In 1895, she married Pierre Curie, who was a physics and chemistry teacher. Together, they successfully insulated the element radium and polonium, which was a significant scientific advancement. In 1900, Mary became the first female faculty member at the École Normale Supérieure, which was a French university. In 1903, Mary earned her PhD in science from the University of Paris. The same year, Mary and Curie, along with Henry Becquerel, were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics. Mary was the first woman awarded the Nobel Prize. In 1911, Mary was awarded her second Nobel Prize in Chemistry. Mary died in 1934 from long-term exposure of radiation. We should remember her for her great discovery of radium and polonium and her huge contribution in finding the treatments of cancer. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Messi. Now, I would like to call L. Joymati Devi of Campus 1.
Good morning, respected principal, teachers, my dear parents, and all the guest parents here. I'm Laitambam Joymati of Class 7A, Campus 1, representing Mountaineer House. We have heard about many greatest scientists around the world, and today I'm going to speak about one of the famous and greatest scientists in the world. He is none other than Charles Robert Darwin. He discovered the theory of evolution. Only because of him we are able to know the theory of evolution. Let's know more about this theory. Charles Robert Darwin was a great scientist and a naturalist. He was born on February 12, 1809 at Swarthmore, England. He was the fifth child and second son in the family. From childhood onward, he has no interest in study, learning, book, etc. But he spent most of his time in collecting shells and birds and eggs of birds. Bird watching and nature study was his favorite hobby. He published his theory of evolution in the original species in 1859 and in the descent of man in 1871. His theory of evolution described the gradual variation in the phenotypic characteristic of an organism. These variations are genetic and are passed to the next successive generation by an organism. This variation can have both negative and positive consequences to the organism. Darwin used his experience, observation, researches to prove the theory of evolution scientifically. Darwin expired on 19 April 1882 at Down, England. We have lost a great personality, but his work will remain forever in the entire human society. Thank you all and have a splendid day.
Thank you, Joy Mati. Next, P. Mangang Lema of Campus 1.
Good afternoon, respected principals, teachers, my dear friends, and the guests present here. I am Pizamangang Lemachanu of Class 7A, Campus 1, representing Olympian House. Today, I am going to speak about one of the most famous and greatest scientists who invented telephone. It is the greatest gift to mankind, which makes fastest communication among us. He is none other than Alexander Graham Bell. Alexander Graham Bell was a Scottish-born American scientist, engineer, inventor, and who is credited with patenting the first practical telephone. Alexander Graham Bell was born on March 3, 1847 to Alexander Melville Bell and Eliza Grace Bell in Edinburgh, Scotland. He had two brothers, but both of them died of tuberculosis. In 1871, he moved to Boston, where he taught at the Boston School for Deaf Mutes. In 1872, he opened his own school of vocal physiology and mechanics of speech in Boston. Bell became a founding member of National Geographic Society. He served as a president for 5 years. Bell died on August 2, 1922 at the age of 75 in Canada due to diabetes. On the day of his burial, all telephone services in the U.S. was stopped for 1 minute in his honor. We are all enjoying the benefits of his great invention. We all have the honor of him. May his great soul be in peace. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.